Alright guys, so I missed the Nutcracker and the Four Realms in theaters because that was there for a week and it bombed so bad. And it's a Disney movie that probably people don't really know about, but Disney is something that I love and I want to see every Disney movie. And this one I didn't get to see in theaters, and it was thankfully on Netflix. And before I saw this movie, I thought in my head, like, this is gonna be like an Alice in Wonderland's kind of ripoff, but in the style of like using the Nutcracker aesthetic design. And it was. And it was also Chronicles of Narnia because like the main girl, like, there's like all these strings where like they have gifts on them. And like she goes and follows her string out, and she goes into this snowy forest, and it just felt like Narnia, like literally felt like Chronicles of Narnia. And this one, man, I don't know how to start with this one because this one is so weird. It's trying to be like Alice in Wonderland, it is, but using the Nutcracker instead, because it also has a revelation about her like defeating the evil at the end, and she does at the end. So it's the same kind of plot that they tried to do with Alice in Wonderland 2010, where like it's so out of place. The Nutcracker doesn't have this stuff in it, I know, and the Nutcracker is a play musical, so this doesn't really have much to do with it. Besides, it has a couple of moments of music, and it's got the classical music that was also in another Disney movie, Fantasia, which is cool, but it's only on here for like a couple minutes. We've got to get back to all of this Alice in Wonderland-ish looking place. And there's one character in this movie that I have to talk about because she is just interesting. Keira Knightley plays this character named Sugar Plum. And she's got, like, if you're looking at the poster right here, she's got like pink hair. She's got this really, really tiny baby voice. And it's so weird. And honestly, at first I was like, I don't like this. I don't like her voice. But the thing I did appreciate is that Keira Knightley, I don't think has done anything like this before. I did like how they did something different for her, because she is, I haven't seen her like do anything like this. I do like, even though the voice was kind of grating, like I did like that she did something different, and I didn't mind that. And Mackenzie Foy, who plays the main girl, is really good in this. She honestly actually sells this role, even whenever it's in a mediocrity level of like writing, because like the basic story is like her mom's gone, her dad's the only one, and she's got brother and sister. Or is it just a brother? I don't even remember now. And I just saw it like a couple days ago, but I kind of forgot. This movie's kind of forgettable. But they have that thing where she says to the dad, like, I don't want to be here, like, I don't like you, like they do in most kids movies, and they do them way better in other ones. This one, it's just like out of nowhere, she's like, I don't want to talk to you. Okay. But despite the mediocrity of the script, she is really good. This actress is really, really good and really, really trying. Like, it reminds me, and this movie isn't as bad as this one, but it reminds me of Transformers 5, where like that one girl who's in the movie for like half the movie and then's gone for the other half, is like acting her butt off, and like she's really good in Transformers: The Last Knight, and then she's like in a movie like that's really, really stupid. And in this, it reminded me of that, where Mackenzie Foy is in a movie where it's very mediocre, but she does a good job and really is actually really, like, you do like her performance. Her performance is very great. And then you've got like Helen Mirren as this character named Mother Ginger, who is kind of underutilized. Like, you would have thought she's the one that's important, but she's really not. So she's barely in the movie either. And this also, like I mentioned before, this just rips off a lot of other Disney movies where it doesn't feel original either. So it's got a mediocre script, and then it's got like ripping off the other Disney movies that are better than this, or at least a little better. Like for example, the classical music from Fantasia. I know that's not just from Fantasia, it's classical music, but I'm thinking of Fantasia because they use that same classical music in that, and are using it in this one too. And then this one also has that Alice in Wonderland style. It looks like Alice in Wonderland. It's CG as hell. It looks completely covered in CG gloss. It feels like an Alice in Wonderland sequel or a ripoff. And the villain at the end of the movie has toy soldiers that come to life, and it looks just like Toy Story, or it looks just like the Santa Claus 2 with Tim Allen, where evil Tim Allen robot has like a horde of robot nutcrackers, and I think it's the same thing. So this movie rips off a lot of Disney things, and it just makes it feel less of its own thing. It doesn't feel unique. So really, this one just for me falls into that category of it's very mediocre, but it's not like it's the worst thing ever. Like I do like sometimes the visuals are cool. I like the performances. I think they're good. I think that it's forgettable and kind of boring though, but I think that it's not the worst thing ever. Those couple of things I mentioned are enough to warrant that it's not a terrible movie or a terribly unentertaining movie. But it's just kind of boring. It really, it's not anything unique or really fresh. It's just kind of ripping off other Disney movies, but it's got a couple okay things about it. So, but in the long run, it's forgettable, and I won't watch it again unless I like have to review it for some reason. But I've already reviewing it now. So that's my thoughts on the Nutcracker and the Four Realms, which is again a very interesting title. So tell me down below if you've seen this movie, if you've even heard of this movie, and if you like this, check out my links to Patreon, Twitter, Letterboxd, and thank you guys again so much for watching.